This is the figure of the traverse that we are going to perform in our practical horizontal angular measurements using the compass survey. In the survey, we are first going to establish station points A, B, C, and D, and then find out the chain length between AB, BC, CD, and DA, and then we find out the offsets. Now, what are the offsets? Offset is the method of taking perpendicular distances from the chain line to the objects which are to be plotted. Okay. So, what are the objects met with along the chain line? We find out the perpendicular distances of the same from the chain line, right? So that is called as offset. The offsets are of two types, oblique and perpendicular. So the offset which we for which we take the perpendicular distance are called as perpendicular offsets, and the offsets which are taken at obliquely from the chain line are called as oblique offsets. Now comes the ranging operation. Now what is ranging? When the length of a line exceeds the length of the chain to proceed in a straight line, intermediate points are needed to be established between the two stations. In that case, this process of establishing intermediate points on a straight line between two end points is called as ranging. Now some points to be kept in mind in ranging is ranging must be done before a survey line is changed. Ranging may be done by direct observation by naked eye or by line ranger or by theodolite. One more thing to be kept in mind is ranging is done by naked eye with the help of ranging rods. Okay, ranging rods की मदद से हम अपनी आंखों से भी रेंजिंग कर सकते हैं.
A surveyor standing behind station A sights the ranging rod B. In between stations A and B, a ranging rod is placed at C position. From station A, adjust the position of intermediate ranging rod at C. Now, from station B, range the intermediate rod and fix the station C. Stations A, C, and B will lie in a straight line. Again, another ranging rod is placed between stations C and B. From station C, sight the ranging rod and adjust its position. Similarly, from station B, range the rod and fix station D. From the eye view of station A, surveyor check whether the stations are in a straight line. If not, adjust their positions. After ranging a station points, a chain A' is laid through stations A, B, C, D. Measure the distance between AC, CD, DB by counting the lines of chain. Distance between AC, CD and DB stations are 12 meter, 11 meter and 13 meter respectively. Overall length of station AB is 36 meter. Note down the values in field book.
C, D, C, D. The metallic chain, the 20-meter chain is this. This is the handle. This is called the groove of handle. These are the links, right? This is the central ring. The link, each link is of 20 centimeter length. they are interconnected with each other with the help of ring. Okay, each 1 meter length the tally is provided. See, this is the tally. This is 1 meter.
1 meter, 2 meter, 3
Then
meter,
at
4 meter.
every meter the tallies are provided. Okay, this is our station point B. So we will measure this chain length and find out the distance AB. B, from B to C we are measuring the length of line BC. Okay, this is our station C, and the length of line BC we are getting is 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2.4 meter. About it is 2.5 meter. Okay, 12 links are there of 20 centimeter. This is the station point C. From C towards D we are taking the chain measurement, and the number of links are 20. So 20 into 20 gives 400, that is 4 meter length is there. Okay, see now from D to A the length, chain length is being measured. Whatever is the chain length that we have to count it. This is our station C again, and it is about 4 meter again. Is we are taking the perpendicular offset at this tree stem which is in with the help of tape. Now measuring the perpendicular offset of tree at chain, checking the perpendicular distance which comes minimum at tree stem. Minimum check
2 meter.
Okay. Okay, so the offset is at 2 meter. 6 links from the point C. So it is at point 6. 6 into 1.2 meter from point C. This is our point C peg. It is at 1.2 meter from C, and offset is 2 meter. At 2 meter offset perpendicular the tree is there. Okay. Now this is the folding of chain, how the chain is to be folded. Elongated chain, how it is to be folded down. ऊंची करीन बताओ. Okay, so this is all regarding folding, how the chain is to be folded. Okay, this is our prismatic compass. Okay, and this is the tripod stand over which it is fixed. This is the ball and socket arrangement of the compass. It can be moved this way to remove it, and it can be fixed easily into the tripod stand. This is our station peg, station point A. The compass is centered over station point A, The main temporary adjustment of the compass are centering, leveling and bisecting. So centering कैसे करते हैं? Centering के लिए from the below of the compass the piece of stone is to be dropped and it should fall exactly over the station peg. Okay, देखो तो ये हमारा कंपास स्टेशन पॉइंट के ऊपर एग्जैक्टली आ गया है, सेंटर्ड है. ठीक है. नाउ द लेवलिंग ऑपरेशन. Leveling operation, how it is to be done. A circular pen is to be placed over the compass disc and it is to be seen that it should not get rolled down. If it is rolling down, the compass is not leveled, but if it remains in its position, it is leveled. So now it is in its leveling position. Right? So leveling is done. Third operation is the bisecting. Bisecting the ranging rod at point B from this eye vein through the crosshair in the object vein, the opposite ranging rod. Okay, and then after bisecting, observing the forebearing of line AB. Okay, so whatever is the reading, we have to note it down. So forebearing is the bearing which is considered in the line of progress of survey. As this is point A and that one is point B, the forebearing of line AB is considered to be the forebearing. Now this is point A and the previous one is point B, ranging rod at the opposite end. The ranging rod at opposite end is our point D. So the bearing of line A to D is, after what we get after bisecting, the bearing of line A to D is our back bearing of line AD. Okay, so looking from eye vein through the crosshair of the object vein, whatever is the reading after bisecting ranging rod at D, whatever is the reading we get is the back bearing of line AD. This is the point B, station B, and we have centered and leveled our prismatic compass at point B. Now we will be taking the forebearing of line from B to C. The ranging rod is inserted at point C and we are bisecting through the eye vein and crosshair of the object vein the ranging rod at point C, and whatever is the reading we will be getting is the forebearing of line BC. We are taking the back bearing of line BA. So bisecting from point B towards A, and the reading we get gives us the bearing of line, back bearing of line B towards A. Now see, we have centered and leveled our instrument at point C now. There is the station peg at point C, station C. Our instrument is centered and leveled over here. Now with this position of our instrument, we will now bisect the ranging rod at point D, and through the eye vein and crosshair of the object when the ranging rod at point D is to be bisected, and whatever the bearing we get gives us the forebearing of line CD. Now taking the back bearing of line CB from C bisecting towards B, whatever the reading we get will be the back bearing of line C to B, CB. Now this is our point D. We have centered and leveled our instrument at point D, and from point D we will be taking the two readings, forebearing of line DA and back bearing of line DC. So first we are taking the forebearing of line DA through the point A towards point D towards point A. We are bisecting our instrument through eye vein. This is the eye vein and crosshair of the object, and we need to bisect the ranging rod at point A. Whatever the reading we get gives us the forebearing of line
DA.
What basically we are going to do in our horizontal measurement, angular measurement by compass is we are going to establish four ground points. Point A, point B, this is point B, point C on the ground, and point D. We will establish 4 points, right? Then what we are going to do, we are connecting these 4 points with the help of a line. लाइन कहाँ ड्रॉ करनी है? ग्राउंड पे नहीं ड्रॉ करनी है, but we will find out the chain distance between the 4 points. ठीक है? So basically chain distance is can be find it out with the help of a chain. ठीक है? 20 meter or 30 meter metallic chain, whatever is available with us, we will find out the distances AB, BC, CD and DE. That operation is called as linear measurement. ठीक है? अब linear measurements में जो तीन बेसिक ऑपरेशन है वो है चेनिंग, रेंजिंग और ऑफसेटिंग. पहला वाला जो है चेनिंग, दैट वी विल बी फाइंडिंग आउट द चेन डिस्टेंस ऑफ लाइन ए बी, बी सी, सी डी एंड डी ए. अब रेंजिंग क्या है? रेंजिंग है कि अगर द लेंथ ऑफ लाइन ए बी इज मोर देन आवर अवेलेबल चेन लेंथ. सपोज हमने 20 या 30 मीटर की चेन यूज़ की है एंड द लेंथ ऑफ लाइन ए बी इज मोर देन 20 और 30, अगर 40 या 50 मीटर हमारी ए बी की लेंथ है, तो व्हाट वी नीड टू, हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा? ए से बी के बीच में सपोज हमारी चेन यहाँ पर एंड हो जाती है, तो हमें उससे आगे पॉइंट बी तक पहुँचने के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा? एक रेंजिंग रोड बीच में एस्टेब्लिश करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है? तो उस ऑपरेशन को क्या बोलते हैं? रेंजिंग ऑपरेशन. रेंजिंग ऑपरेशन इज द operation in which we establish intermediate points between the two station points. Okay. एंड फिर उसका उस इंटरमीडिएट पॉइंट का रेंजिंग करते हैं विद द हेल्प ऑफ अ रेंजिंग रूल, कि भाई वो चेन लाइन में है कि नहीं. एंड दैट वे बाय डूइंग द रेंजिंग ऑपरेशन we bring that intermediate point within a chain line. Then comes the offsetting operation. Offsetting operation is what? Offsetting operation is the method of locating objects from the survey line by means of linear measurements. Right or left of the survey line is called as offsetting operation, and the lateral measurements which we take from the survey line are called as offsets. Two types of offsets are there, the perpendicular and oblique offset. तो यहाँ पर क्या है, अगर हमने ये चेन लाइन ए बी एस्टेब्लिश कर दी है और अलॉन्ग दिस चेन लाइन उसके साइड पे अगर कोई परमानेंट ऑब्जेक्ट है, जैसे कोई इलेक्ट्रिक पोल है या कोई ट्री है या फिर गटर लाइन इज देयर, सो कॉर्नर ऑफ देयर गटर लाइन, दैट आल्सो वी कैन हैव विद द हेल्प फॉर आवर ऑफसेटिंग पर्पसेस. Okay, so ये सारे जो परमानेंट ऑब्जेक्ट्स है विच आर नॉट गोइंग टू delocate from their position for some longer number of years, so इसको हम परमानेंट ऑब्जेक्ट के जैसे ले सकते हैं, राइट. सो हम क्या करेंगे, इसका परपेंडिकुलर ऑफसेट या तो ऑब्लिक ऑफसेट निकालेंगे. तो वो कैसे निकालना है? हाँ, विद द हेल्प ऑफ टेप और चेन. हम हमारा टेप का जीरो एंड यहाँ पर रखेंगे एंड देन वी विल हैव द परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस ऑफ the tape to the corner of that particular object. Okay, so perpendicular distance basically क्या होता है? The minimum distance happens to be the perpendicular distance, right? So हमें जब हमारा एंड टेप का जीरो यहाँ रखना है और अदर एंड हैपन्स यहाँ लेके यहाँ पकड़ के यहाँ खड़े रहना है और फिर ऐसे ऐसे आगे पीछे मूव होना है. जिस भी पॉइंट पे हमें मिनिमम डिस्टेंस मिलता है वो पॉइंट हमारा परपेंडिकुलर ऑफसेट है का पॉइंट है. ठीक है? दैट डिस्टेंस वी हैव टू मेजर इट विद द हेल्प ऑफ टिप और वो पॉइंट हमें डिमार्केट करना है. ठीक है? सो एंड द the perpendicular offset on the chain, and then we have to find out this A2 point, whatever it is we have taken as A1, the chain length also कि भाई इतनी chain length पे ये perpendicular offset पे ये structure है. Same way to the tree we can find out the perpendicular offset from B or from A also. We have to find out the chain distance of that particular point on chain line and find out the perpendicular offset. If we are measuring per ऑब्लिक ऑफसेट, तो वो क्या होता है, ऑब्लिक डिस्टेंस होता है. अगर इस पॉइंट से यहाँ का ऑब्लिक डिस्टेंस किसी भी चेन में मतलब 10 मीटर डिस्टेंस पे ये ट्री जो है उसका मेन स्टेम दैट इज एट सम 1 मीटर डिस्टेंस, so that is called as perpendicular offset. Okay, so ये पॉइंट हमें फिर चेन लाइन पे लोकेट करना है. सपोज इट इज P. At B point the oblique offset distance is this much that we have to locate. सेम वे यहाँ पर आगे पीछे जितने भी परमानेंट ऑब्जेक्ट्स आते हैं उन सारों के हम ऑफसेट्स ले सकते हैं. Now during our practical of compass survey, we will find out the angles A, angle B, angle C and angle D of this closed traverse. Okay, so for that we have done the closed traverse and we have our readings with us. So we will enter them into our table and find out the angles, included angles A, B, C and D. Now let us enter our results into our observation table. First of all, station A, station B, station C, sorry, and station D. At point A, B, C and D, we have at point A we have two lines, line AB and line AD or DA. Okay. Then at point B we have two lines from point B, line BC and line AB. At point C we have two lines, line CD or line BC. Then at point D we have two lines, line DA and line CD. Now the forbearing and backbearing of all the lines from all the points that we have to enter down. I have the results. I will show you. It is forbearing of line AB is 286 degree 30 minutes. The backbearing of DA is 20 degree 45 minutes. Forbearing of line BC is 27 degree 30 minutes. Backbearing of line BA is 106 degree 30 minutes. Forbearing of line CD is 101 degree 35 minutes. Backbearing of line BC is 207 degree 30 minutes. And then the forbearing of line DA is 200 degree 15 minutes, 200 degree 15 minutes, and this back bearing is 280 and 1 degree. So doing all the calculations, I am getting included angle as 94 degree 15 minutes, 79 degree 00 minute, 106 degree 00 minute and 80 degree 45 minutes. Okay, angle A is this much, B is this much, C is this much and D is this much. So now we have to perform the check again. The check is sum of all the included angles is equal to 2n minus 4 into 90 degree, right? So what is 2? N is number of sides is 4 minus 4 into 90 degree, it gives to 360 degree. So हमारे चारे जो angles है ये सारे इनका टोटल समेशन 360 होना चाहिए, that we are getting as 360 degree, right? So our check is approved. Okay, we have done the practical and the calculations performed.